Being honored one today as the Jackson County Senior Volunteer of the Year. Jim Kulas, along with Senior Enrichment Specialist with the Department on Aging, Lori Mead. Welcome to the show.
Good afternoon, Bart. Thank you for having us.
You bet. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Very honored.
The Jackson County Senior Volunteer of the Year. Awesome. Well, if you know Jim, you know that that's not a surprise. He's very active, isn't he, Lori?
Extremely active, aren't you, Jim?
Lori keeps me really busy at the senior center. I've been volunteering there for over 20 years.
That's a long term of service.
Yes. I've been with Lori for 14 years at the Kraut Senior Center.
Great. Lori, what is it about Jim that earned him this honor as Senior Volunteer of the Year?
His volunteer record is impressive. He's part of the ritual team, so that keeps him extremely busy. When he's not doing a funeral, he gets to pop in, help serve lunch at the senior center, and then he does so many specials for us with music. He does music at lunch, he does music with our dinner dances, he does outside music specials, and he brings in people, other musicians, to perform with us. That is just what he does for us. He does a lot more, which I'm going to let you tell him about. Right, Jim?
We've got some photos here of the first with Benny Poole, and there he is with...
These are all at the Kraut Senior Center. This is the day I retired the American Federation of Musicians drum, and I donated it. Our local donated to the Elishart Park Museum on display. And these are Kraut Center dances downstairs. This is what Lori organizes.
Have you done weddings?
Yes. Lots of weddings.
Lots of weddings.
A lot of Polish weddings. Mm-hmm. Playing the trumpet, it kind of goes with polkas.
Yeah.
And when you think of polkas, you got to think of one person in Jackson, and that's Randy Rosick and the high notes, and his high notes. And also, on Sunday mornings, it's a big thing for Eddie Z Polka Pat. It's polka time from 8:30 to 10:30 at 101.5 or AM 970 on your dial. There's one that I created so I could play two trumpets at the same time. Nobody's ever did it. Nobody's ever done it. So I got to do something different here.
That's amazing.
Took me a long
I have
time.
heard you play many times, and you are frequently at events, as you mentioned, funerals, but like the Memorial Day.
Will be the Memorial Day. We're going to put out the flags at the St. John's Cemetery this Saturday on all the veterans' graves. The ritual team is. We'll have help from the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts also.
You brought in just a couple of the awards and honors, as well as all these great
There's a senior center
photographs.
right there, Memorial Day last year.
Yeah, you're ageless. You don't ever change.
Well, thank you.
Well, here we have, first, this is pretty cool. This is pretty awesome. You have this plaque for being a blood donor, and 40 gallons, what?
40 gallons.
40 gallons of blood?
Yes, yeah, that's 320 times. Right now, to this day, I'm at 324 times donating.
Huh. You could fill one of those steel drums.
The Red Cross says I've saved 972 lives. I can give every 56 days, donate.
So you've saved almost 1,000
Almost
lives.
1,000 lives by donating blood to the American Red Cross. It's the gift of life.
Well, I'll say, and that's quite the gift. And then you got from the PLAV,
Yes.
so you're Polish.
Yes.
Yes.
I was a past commander there for a few years, and they presented me with that when I started donating blood and doing more. We had Battle Creek we go to once a month also at the Veterans Hospital.
This plaque lists just some of what and who you are, but you are so busy and you're a great family guy. I know many in your family as well, and you're listed here as father, brother, uncle, grandfather, son, brother, and then all the other stuff that you do. The funerals, the veterans, it's amazing. It's a lot. So why, you retired from your job at Certainty
Yes.
20 some years
Yes.
ago.
Yes.
So you could just be on the beach.
No, I wouldn't enjoy that. It's an honor to be playing taps for veterans and being on the Jackson County American Legion ritual team from Post 29. It's an honor for me. And it's an honor for me to play at the senior center when Lori calls us. She always fixes up a real good job. There's one the senior last year. There's Dave Wellahan, myself, Dave Moulton.
Lori,
That's at the fairgrounds. There's a Jackson County American Legion ritual team. Dave Moulton's our captain. He's the one that contacts us for all the funerals and parades and all the other activities going on.
Lori, don't you wish you had 50 of
I have
Jim?
told Jim that many times. We just need to clone him. But that could be scary, right, Jim?
That's right.
We would be too busy.
Oh, boy.
Having seniors involved with the senior center as volunteers in the Department on Aging, it keeps everyone young.
It does. It's a huge part of the senior center. We really rely on those volunteers to keep all those programs going. And we're doing, the 2024 nomination is open, like what Jim was for 2023,
That's right.
Senior of the Year.
Can you nominate Jim again for this 2024?
You can only get it one
Once.
time.
No,
You could go to the state level now, Jim.
I'll be a state level. Oh, Lord.
What was your serve? Did you serve?
Yes, yeah, it's just in the Army. I was in the Army. But my grandson Jimmy just graduated. I believe you know Jimmy. He was
Yes.
Okay. He just graduated from Michigan State University. He was on an ROTC program for 4 years. Just 2 weeks ago, he got his commission for second lieutenant in the United States Army Corps of Engineers.
Fantastic! Congratulations, Jimmy.
There he is, right there. There's
Well,
Jimmy.
there
That's
he
my
is.
son right there. There's me with my field jacket on from 1960. I kept it all these years. Second lieutenant right there.
And not too many people can put their uniform on and have it still fit. But
Yeah. That was my son. He was in the Marine Corps during Desert Storm.
So your
Right.
family is years of
Yes,
service.
decades of it. Hmm.
It must be really, for you, a great point of pride to see your grandson Jimmy go.
He's the first officer in our family.
And a lieutenant right out of the.
Right. Yep. Right. And I was the first person to salute him
Oh,
when
wow.
he got his commission.
Oh, what an honor for both of you.
Boy, thank you.
And does he know where he's going to serve?
Right now, he's going to be stationed at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri for 4 months for training, and then from there he'll probably go to South Korea, wherever they want to, wherever he's needed, put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But he put down 4 different choices. So, we'll
So he's
see.
an engineer.
He'll be in engineering.
So he'll have that great career if he decides to
Hopefully
retire
he'll-
from the.
Hopefully he'll stay at being a second lieutenant. The rank is right there.
Yeah, he's
It's
there.
quite an honor being a second lieutenant.
That's
Boy.
amazing.
Uh-huh.
Awesome. How many kids do you have?
I have 5 children, 10 grandchildren.
Any grades?
Not yet. No,
Okay.
not yet.
And I asked you before the show, if you don't mind me asking again, how old are you?
81.
You don't look it. Does he? Does
No,
he
he
look it?
does not. He doesn't act 81 either.
Lori's keeping me young at the center. She keeps me young.
I
She
try to
keeps me
keep
young.
up with him.
For you to have volunteers fuel the center, that's pretty important,
Very important.
especially if they're seniors.
We cater to our senior volunteers for sure. Yeah.
So what are you going to do to celebrate being the Senior Citizen of the Year?
Oh, there's a lot of different ways of celebrating. We all celebrate in our own way, so what I'm going to be doing is different than what anybody else would do. Nothing really special, just enjoy it. All this volunteering and stuff would never have happened without the support of my wife. She backs me up on everything that I do. Without her, none of this would be possible. Next week, the 23rd, we'd be married 60 years.
60
Yes,
years.
yeah. 60 years.
That's awesome. What's your wife's name?
Barbara.
Barbara and Jim, 60 years. That's amazing.
Thank
Where'd you
you.
get married?
At St. Stanislaus Church.
I
in
knew you were going to
Jackson.
say that.
East side of town. We only lived 2 blocks away from the church, and we were right around. We were. It was all neighborhoods back then.
Yeah.
Everybody knew everybody back then.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations to you,
Thank you,
Barb,
Bart.
and to you and
Thank you.
the County Department on Aging.
Thank you.
Thankful for him.
Thanks to both of you for coming in today. Lori Mead from the Department on Aging and the Jackson County Senior Volunteer of the Year, Jim Kulas.